sometimes say, if you came back to Earth as an animal, I dare say my mind would range over a number of mammals remarkable for the extravagance of their reproductive techniques. They spend their time competing between themselves to be the one who's the most desirable. Sometimes they dance separately, each performing in his own display arena distributed throughout the forest. The females then tour from one to the other, inspecting the candidates. But I don't think you can get more extreme and quirky than that.
Dog goes through, cat goes mad, bird goes tweet, mouse goes free, cow goes free, dog goes flow, and the elephant goes toot. Doesn't bark, the fish goes low, and the sea goes ow, ow, ow. But there's no sound that nobody knows. What does the fox say?
These creatures are aliens. They almost certainly have come from another world, even if it is a long time since they were there. But even so, the unblinking, vague stare still unnerves me, and maybe you. It's the way they look at you with that steady, unblinking stare. It's as though they've come from another world, and indeed, ancestrally, they almost certainly have. They've come from underground. There's a lot to be said for a life spent beneath the surface of the Earth. Conditions are much steadier than on the surface. There's no wind to buffet you, no great swing of temperature between night and day. And you're out of the way of other larger, dangerous animals that might be seeking to make a meal of you. And there's a surprising amount of food. Roots and bulbs if you're a vegetarian, and if you're not, worms, beetle grubs, termites and other insects, as well as, of course, other mammals that have taken to the subterranean life. No one could reject creatures with eyes like theirs.
Big blue eyes, pointy nose, chasing mice and digging holes. Tiny paws up the hill. Suddenly you're standing still. Your fur is red, so beautiful, like an angel in disguise. But it's green, a friendly horse, will it communicate fine? Will you speak to us? What does the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? What the fox say? What does the fox say?
I've said enough, I hope, to convince you that animals living underground tend ultimately to lose both their limbs and their sense organs. The name is hardly familiar, and you're not likely ever to have seen one of these extraordinary creatures, all with grand-sounding names. Dactylioceras, Phylloceras, Oxynoticeras. One even carried the name of a nearby village, Tiltoniceras. In my eyes, they all had a wondrous, almost miraculous quality. Most are around a foot in length, but one, from Brazil, is almost 5 feet long and is as thick as a man's arm. A byproduct of the way that the animal burrows through the ground, pushing its pointed head through the soil so that its body is extended and then hitching itself up. There are no traces of legs, either externally or even internally. But if you are incautious enough to pick one up, you know immediately that it's not a giant earthworm, for its long tubular body doesn't flop about. This animal writhes. It has a backbone, and what is more, it bites with small but very sharp teeth.
What does the fox say?